Hi folks, I Captain Sahana Sundar is back here to tell you an inspiring story. Today I'm going to tell you about the importance of integrity. Trust, family and integrity are always going to be my core of my leadership plan. Christina Divini McBurry. The story goes like this. A successful businessman was growing old and knew it was time to choose a successor to take over the business. Instead of choosing one of his directors or his children, he decided to do something different. He called all the young executives in his company together. He said, "It is time for me to step down and choose the next CEO. I have decided to choose one of you." The young executives were shocked, but the boss continued, "I am going to give each one of you a seed today, one very special seed. I want you to plant the seed, water it, and come back here 1 year from today with what you have grown from the seed. I will then judge the plants that you bring, and the one I choose will be the next CEO." One man named Ram was there that day, and he, like the others, received a seed. He went home and excitedly told his wife the story. She helped him get a pot, soil, and compost, and he planted the seed. Every day he would water it and watch to see if it had grown. After about 3 weeks, some of the other executives began to talk about their seeds and the plants that were beginning to grow. Ram kept checking his seed, but nothing ever grew. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks went by, still nothing. By now, others were talking about their plans, but Ram didn't have a plant and he felt like a failure. 6 months went by, still nothing in Ram's pot. He just knew he had killed his seed. A year went by, and the CEO asked the young executives to bring plans to work for inspection. Ram felt sick to his stomach. It was going to be the most embarrassing moment of his life, but he knew he has to be honest. He took his empty pot to the boardroom. When Ram arrived, he was amazed at the variety of plants grown by the other executives. They were beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Ram put his empty pot on the floor, and many of his colleagues laughed. A few felt sorry for him. When the CEO arrived, he surveyed the room and greeted the young executives. Ram just tried to hide in the back. "Oh, what great plants, trees, and flowers you have grown," said the CEO. "Today, one of you will be appointed the next CEO." All of a sudden, the CEO spotted Ram at the back of the room with his empty pot. He asked Ram to come to the front of the room. Ram was terrified. He thought, "The CEO knows I am a failure. Maybe he will have me fired." When Ram got to the front, the CEO asked him what had happened to his seat. Ram told him the story. The CEO asked everyone to sit down except Ram. He looked at Ram and then announced to the young executives, "Behold, our next chief executive officer, Ram." Ram couldn't believe it. Ram couldn't even grow his seed. How could he be the new CEO? The others said. Then the CEO said, "1 year ago, today I gave everyone in this room a seed. I told you to take the seed, plant it, water it, and bring it back to me today. But I gave you all boiled seeds. They were dead. It was not possible for them to grow. All of you, except Ram, have brought me trees and plants and flowers. When you found that the seed would not grow, you substituted another seed for the one I gave you." Ram was the only one with the courage and honesty to bring me a pot with my seed in it. Therefore, he is the one who will be the new chief executive officer. If you plant honesty, you will reap trust. Be careful what you plant now. It will determine what you will reap later. Integrity. Believe it and you will grow. Each of us is responsible for our own actions. We should allow honesty and high moral standards to reflect in our everyday actions, regardless of those around us. Others are watching, and by acting with integrity, we might influence others to do so also. Hope you love this story. Tomorrow I'm back again with another beautiful story. Till then, goodbye.